Hey there, welcome to the Uke Stuff channel. I am making a follow-up video on these instruments. This is the Donner DCF-100 model, and I have two of them. I have one in sort of this mint green and one in white. They were available on Amazon some time ago for a ridiculously low price, and I bought a couple to review and then just to see if I would want to keep and so forth. They are very much similar to the Enya Nova that has been out for a while and one of my all-time favorite instruments. And these are not my favorite instruments. They're not terrible, they're not horrible, but there are a couple things that I've learned that I wanted to share with you, and I also changed the strings in this one for a couple of reasons that I'll get into as well in this video. So, some updates. First of all, on my review video, somebody else mentioned this, and they are absolutely right. I recently reviewed a Kala cigar box ukulele, and I talked about the fact that the Kala cigar box ukulele had a side position marker at the 9th fret. And if I remember right, it's also on the front of the ukulele. Well, this one has no front position markers other than the one at the 12th, and it comes with stickers that you can put on to, add other markers. But the person left a comment saying, yeah, and I had to scratch off the fret marker at the 9th fret. And I was like, wait a second, I totally missed that in the review. So if you look, you've got markers at 3, 5, 7, 9. Now, that's an issue because if you have side position markers, usually that side position marker is at 3, not usually, not even 3, 5, 7, 10, and 12, maybe 15, on rare occasion 3, sometimes just 7, like Kamaka, for example, is just 7. But those side position markers are in normal spots. Now, I understand that there are some really old instruments where 9th position side markers is common or front markers is common, but that's been an industry standard for some time. So if you are used to playing and looking at your side position markers and you have a marker dot at the 9th fret, that could cause you an issue. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Second, the white one here had a buzz, which is part of the reason why I changed the strings on it. These are Martin M600 strings on here now. Well, what I found, I tried a bunch of things. I tried tightening all the hardware, including the strap buttons, to see if I could get the buzz to stop. Just checking everything to see where the buzz was coming from. Couldn't find it. Well, in my review, I had mentioned that these are sort of a slotted bridge. Turns out these are not a slotted bridge. This is a pull-through bridge. So it looks like a slotted bridge, but it's not a slotted bridge. A slotted bridge allows you to tie a knot, and just slip it in, pull it up, and connect it to your headstock. This won't work for that because what you find out when you go to change the strings is that there are beads tied, and it's fed through, and they pull it back up with the beads on it. Little they look like metal beads. I don't think they're metal. But what was causing the buzz is the way the bead was tied. It was loose in there, buzzing against the bridge. This one, it's not happening on, but it was happening definitely on this one. So I ended up having to replace the strings on this instrument, something I didn't really want to do because I don't think I'm keeping these. But nonetheless, I had to deal with it, and so that has been done, and now the buzz is gone. So update number 2 is that this is not a slotted bridge, it's a pull-through bridge, and you'll have to deal with beads and so forth to change the strings. Not a problem, not hard, just more work than a slotted bridge. Okay, just that we're aware of that. So those are the 2 updates. And then the other thing I want to do is just compare the sound with the Martin M600s versus the stock Donner clear nylon strings, whatever they are. The Martin M600s are fluorocarbon. So let me play the original strings here. I just tuned it up, but here you go. All right, on to the Martin M600s. All right, on to original Donner strings. Martin M600 strings. All right, so the feeling experience is much better with the Martin M600s. The sound is thicker and deeper with the Martin M600s than with the original strings. Now, with the different strings, I will say the sound is better, but it's still not great. So if you can find one of these, again, just like I said in my full review of this, if you can find one of these for under $50, go ahead. It's a great sort of just cheap ukulele to have around that you don't have to worry too much about. Not a great sound, decent playing experience, feels good in the hand to play, feels even better to play with the Martin 600 strings on it, but it's not a fantastic ukulele, and over $50 just avoid and go buy something else like the Unova. That's what I would say to you. It might also be worth checking out the new Flight Ultra, which I have not had a chance to play in its current form. So that might be another instrument to check out as well. So that's it. Just a real quick update about this instrument, a little sound comparison with different strings, a notice about the 9th fret side position marker, a notice about what was causing the buzzing, and the fact that these are not slotted bridges but are pull-through bridges are all just important updates from the original video that I made. All right, thanks so much for joining the channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.